Good evening, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to Buffalo, New York for this evening's game between the Hill Academy and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the opening weekend of the 2023-2024 season of Bantam Minor Hockey. We are live here from the beautiful Lecom Harbor Center. We're on the big rink this time at the Lecom Harbor Center. Your starting lineup for the Penguins: in net, the new goaltender for Pittsburgh, number 1, Zeke Fagan. On defense, 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and 34, Rylan Ofterhide. Up front for the Penguins, the right wing, number 20, Cruz Armstrong. The left wing, number 43, Cameron Evans, and at center, number 96, is Cash McElmurray. And they are off and running here in Buffalo as McElmurray tried to pull the puck from behind the net. It slipped off of his stick and right to the twig of Evans, who's got a luxury condo and roof city here to open scoring and put Pittsburgh up 1-0. And we are joined in the oven by color commentator. Oh! Colby Armstrong as MJ McFall drives in with a chance.
He tried to steal my thunder, did McFall. When they announced me, I expect respect, McFall.
He's going to be McFly after that.
McFly.
Joined by Colby Armstrong here in the booth. We actually have a booth, which is pretty awesome. Here at the Lecom Harbor Center. Beautiful facility. As Brady Parrish gets control, he had a heck of a game. A big goal in the last one, and he follows it up with another one as Brady Parrish tickles the twine with a twisted wrister and gives the Pens a 2-0 lead.
Chris Filiaggi up in the top corner is going absolutely ballistic, like the fans used to go in Army's Army at the old Mellon Arena. Unbelievable following these 2010 Pens fans and team has. And Filiaggi, no doubt, is the mascot. A massive hit as Gostick gets back to his feet.
I have a feeling that there will be, that'll be remembered. Gostick not shy with the body himself. As he drives in on sides with Filiaggi, he feeds it across. That was a great feed, just past the reach of Filiaggi's stick as it's kicked about. And there's that delivery, folks. He took a hit, and he will give it back. As no icing here.
How much better is this rink? Not that the other rink is bad. The Harbor Center is a pretty great place.
As Filiaggi tries to split the D, he's got the stick in his pants there.
You know how expensive those sticks are. I mean, if you can get one, you take one. Oh,
I hate that door. We saw that in the last game.
Yeah, and it's just open there as, who's that, Ofterhide just snuck by.
Yes. Kaminsky defends to the outside here. Pens leading by a pair. And he's pinned against the boards, where he pins a Hill Academy player against the board. Hill Academy from the Toronto area, a prep school from up in Toronto, drawing kids from around Toronto. They even have I believe a kid from Los Angeles or the California area on their team who's actually not playing in this game. As the Penguins dump it into the corner, it'll be Reel in after it. The real deal, Jack Reel. Leaves it up the wall. McElmurray, great stick lift there. I'm going to get control and fire one high, short side. It'll function as a breakout there for the Hill Academy as they come out the center. The Hill Academy in their white jerseys today with the Hill across the chest. As the Penguins, I love these jerseys, Colby. What do you think of these?
Yeah, it's so clean and crisp and old school and original.
The Penguins with their Penguin jerseys, the black jerseys that we'll see all weekend. They're the only ones in right now. With the Penguin,
That's true.
with the Penguin,
We do
logo
have
on the
name
chest.
bars. Unlike I've seen some of these Hill Academy guys don't even have name bars yet. So I guess we're all trying to string it together.
As McElmurray comes in to the outside, short side shot, rebound bouncing free. Evans up on that forecheck, able to disrupt, get it to Villela. Villela back in front, looking for McElmurray. A rolling puck will be kept at the line by Starr. Chop to the corner, McElmurray in to get it. Back to Evans.
Oh, great
They've hooked
feed.
up once, and that shot blocked. Gonna go high off the glass. Evans kicking it down at the blue line, but it's carried back on by the Hill Academy. So those Penguin jerseys, the black jerseys with the Penguin logo, the traditional regular Penguin logo, not just the all gold one that we've had in the past. This one has the black, gold, and white. Black pants, black socks, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets as Evans gets to the puck. He'll send it across, a little no-looker over to Parrish with speed through the neutral zone. Carries to the outside. In front for Pickle, stabbing at it. There is Armstrong as Army's Army in the corner goes crazy.
And I noticed last game Armstrong was sporting a emblazoned 17 on his jersey, at least for half the game anyway, until the tape fell off. Good to see he has a regular jersey today.
An assist there to Mama Armstrong, getting that uniform delivered and taking that 3-mile trek to bring it. Or 3-hour trek, 3 mile, heaven, 3 hours. As Zeke Fagan sees his first action. The new Penguin goaltender, number 1, Fagan, coming over from the S-Mark Stars. So we, of course, want to welcome Zeke and his family here to the Pens Elite and Cine TV.
Of course, there's a family connection. I believe it's Aubriana, Zeke's sister, a mainstay up at the gym at our home arena back in Cranberry, who probably has nightmares about majority of these players and how well they listen up there, I imagine.
As the Hill Academy controls in their own end, under pressure immediately from Hartman. That'll be sent all the way down. Icing waved off as Fagan. Great job there to chop it by.
Oh,
Kaminsky trying to spring McFall. It'll be icing on the Pens. Defensive zone draw here for the Penguins.
a good job by Zeke on that play there just to get a poke check out on that puck, which almost led to a 2-on-1 the other way. Just good awareness, good little touch.
Here comes Gostick, chopping it past, getting to the puck with speed as he fires high short side. That'll come off the lid of the Hill Academy netminder, wearing 29 down there.
Full head of steam for Gostick, wide down the wall. That's what a big boy can do.
It'll be McElmurray to take the draw. Bouncing puck controlled by Shub, forces it to the wall, but it'll be returned out to center by the Hill Academy. Stepping up on the play, Shub getting to the puck, Gostick. Gostick will cut up to the middle, he's knocked down. Well, no call icing. It'll come all the way back into the Penguins' end. You'll be back here in a few weeks, Colby. Little Chicklets Cup action.
Little Chicklets Cup, the boys back here. Yeah, it should be exciting. Be my first crack at it.
Now, are
I
you
think
going
I'll
to
be
play ball
playing-
hockey? Or
I think I will be, and I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I've made a. Oh,
yeah, that'll be a knee as he throws the leg out,
yeah, trip. Bang.
and the Pens will head to the man advantage. That could have been a dangerous hit.
Look, I was just hoping Starzy got up there, but yeah, the Chicklets Cup, Jer Bear. I'm gonna be rocking the rollerblades. I'm gonna be playing in the roller division,
Nice.
and it was
That's a whole lot easier because you don't have to run from one end to the
yes,
other.
that's
Like,
why
the
you're,
wheels will
you're,
take
you're
it.
thinking like I think, and that's why I threw it out there, because I can still move while I'm not moving, if you know what I mean. Spoken like a fat dad right there.
Paris will win it. Valella, who took that knee earlier.
Was that Valella? I think it was Starzy.
No, the sevens will confuse you. 7-7, the lucky 7 defensive pair. The casino pair as a puck trickles across the line off Paris. Here's Star with it. Firing one, deflected right to Rio for a blast. Oh, and it just unable to swat it out of the air. There was the twinkling lights of Paris. It'll be icing here on the hill with 8:30 to play. 59 left on the man advantage for the Penguins, who were 1 for 1 on the power play in the last game.
Yeah, they were.
Looks like it'll be Evans, Armstrong, and Filiaggi up front. Kaminsky and Ofterhide on the back. Face off one to Evans. Now Kaminsky to Ofterhide. Down for Evans. It's tipped as Armstrong will use the body perfectly there to get control.
Oh!
Evans is boarded. No call.
Evans just looked like he got just trapped, tried to spin back down, had nowhere to go.
And the kid finished the check. It's a check you don't want to see finished.
Here he comes
here
again.
He comes
He's
trying to
running.
get an elbow.
He's running. Big 6 there.
He's the one who laid Gostick out earlier as well. So keep an eye on that. Off of Evans, stick to Filiaggi. Filiaggi trying to set it up top. Armstrong with a shot. Stick on puck deflected to the outside. Here's Evans. Back to Ofterhide. Down to
stick.
Evans. Down low. Armstrong in front. Kaminsky with
a
drive.
Almost had 5-hole. It's a good play.
Now Ofty. Over to Evans. Evans looking. Backdoor feed off of Kaminsky's skate. They're creating some chances here. As the Hill Academy will clear the zone. Power play ends for the Pens. Off of Armstrong to the outside. Good stick lift there by Filiaggi.
Oh.
Tries to play it out in front, nobody home. Back comes the Hill. Poked that there by Julius. He's able to get it out once, but not twice. Down low's the Hill. Slipping one through the crease just past the leg of Julius. Evans pokes at it, can't clear. Nice redirection there. The puck by Fagan as one comes the whole way through. Here's McFall. McFall up. Filiaggi to McFall. Crisscrossing with Evans. Evans will go to the bench looking for a change as McFall drives in. His shot sails just over the head. And past the glove of the goaltenders. Hartman bumped on the play. Back comes the Hill Academy. A little more physical early on in this one than what we saw with the Islanders. Rimming it around is McFall. Kid's got a ton of hustle. Plays it off the boards to himself for a drive. That finds the chest. These Hill Academy colors, for those of you in Johnstown, look a little similar to the Crimson Crushers of Bishop McCourt. Little gold and red and white. There's a little more of a, this is more of like a Vegas style gold.
It is.
Than what the Penguins use.
They got some size too. Hey, they got some fairly big kids on their team.
As the Penguins forecheck goes to work. Here's McFall trying to dart across. Stepping up. Hartman just couldn't get a handle on it as a schmozzle in front there, to steal your term.
What do you think's more intimidating, being huge or having a mustache? At this age. I don't know. Mustaches are crazy.
Can we put a poll up on Cine TV Twitter?
Yeah, can we do that? Is size more important or a beard?
As we have an offside play. Cloutier wearing the Ocho Ocho for the Hill.
And you know that's the son of goaltender, NHL goaltender Dan Cloutier, I believe.
That's his son? Nice.
Yeah.
As it's controlled by the Hill. As they set things up in their own end. Good pressure by Shuby. Up into the Hill zone. Chop that along the boards. And they'll come out through center.
On the bench.
So he gets
a Shuby flip. That was a little bit of a mini Shuby flip there on the dump in. And he will register a save on the stat sheet here at Cine TV. We always give those out. You know, he is in a contract year, Jeremy.
Those count. Everyone counts. We're coming to you live from the Lecom Harbor Center, the practice home of the Buffalo Sabres, and game home of the Canisius Griffins.
I saw Rasmus Dahlin skating here this morning at our earlier game.
He's a talented hockey player.
And a cool thing, I mean, it was kind of crazy because he plays the NHL, right? But he came over in those rollerblade skate guards.
They do. So their locker room is all the way over at the Key Bank Center next door. And there's a ramp that brings them over here for practice and stuff. And all the players have the wheelies for their skates.
I saw him, and I've talked to him, met him before, but I was like, my exact quote was, "Wow, baby."
Oh, baby sausage and gravy. As Luca Filiaggi goes forehand, backhand, and tucks it up top.
That was great touch.
Able to just get a step there.
And just a quick forehand to backhand, bango, bango, top shelf for Luca Filiaggi. And Chris Filiaggi, as we spoke of him earlier, may need a paramedic up top.
Yeah.
What a nice
goal.
goal.
I think if it lasts more than 4 hours, you need to go to a physician. As Villela gets control.
That was very, very good.
McElmurray pressures behind the net. As Armstrong gets to the puck, lays it up to the point.
Oh.
Star loses control, and here comes the Hill Academy. In free on Fagan, he'll shoot it down low. He gets 1 and 2.
And we got to fight for the puck there.
Evans and McElmurray both trying to get the rebound there. It's back comes the
again.
Hill. That shot blocked by Star.
Keep
Star
going.
knocked down on the play. Ofterhide in to get it. Good delay there by Ofterhide to kind of initiate contact before he got to the wall. As Armstrong gets it to McElmurray, if he can poke it by, just couldn't. As they come in on sides, here's the Hill turning things up. Trailing by 3, it'll be Ofterhide taking the body. Here comes Evans. He and Armstrong in a potential 2-on-2. Will they cross? Evans will dump it in. And then out to cover it up is the Hill goaltender. He'll give Armstrong a bit of a love tap there.
Back and forth action there a little bit.
Yeah.
Good poise saves from Zeke again.
Able to stop that breakaway.
Yeah.
And then get to those rebounds as both defenders kind of flew by the front of that net, trying to chase the Hill forward down. Left a 2-on-0 in behind as the shot comes in on Fagan. He's able to kick that to the corner as well as the Hill Academy. Getting a couple chances here. McFall knocks down a Hill player. Up for Paris. Paris will try to dart to the outside. Good defensive play there by the Hill defenseman. As they'll be onside, gaining the zone. Good puck protection there as the Hill puts it in front. And the net comes off. Fagan went to push off, and the net just went out of the way.
It's actually a sick move.
Yeah. Zeke able to knock that net off as the shot came in.
He's thanking his post. Thanks for coming off there as there's a Hill forward all alone in front there, almost connected on that play.
Seen a couple of those little slip passes by the Hill Academy being successful. Paris doing a good job taking the body but not driving that kid into the net and potentially drawing a penalty. And now he'll come away with it. Brady Paris through center. He's joined by McFall and Hartman as they battle to the corner. Out comes McFall. Somebody runs into him. That didn't go well for them, and he tries short side. It's blocked. Puck will roll past the fine wine. Merlot all the way down for Julius. No icing here. It went off of Merlot. Julius uses the net for protection nicely. He'll play it up the center. Paris able to pressure there and dislodge the puck. Be in front of the Hill bench, and it'll be dumped in on an offside play.
I got to say, buddy, you haven't lost a step. I mean, that summer entirely off. jump back on here. As I was MIA this morning, I jump on here, and it's just, you've picked up right where you left off.
I'd also like everybody to know I haven't lost a pound either. So a step or a pound. I probably
literally
haven't
looks the same.
I need to take a few steps. It's probably what needs to happen. To get
I'm still growing.
To get the calories burned that I consume on a daily basis. I still eat like the fine-tuned athlete I was.
Oh, Gostick again. Can he go free here? He's
and
got
now
two.
He gets free. He's got Filiaggi. He's joined by Shub as well. He'll slide it over.
Oh, backhand.
Beautiful.
I believe he had
there.
that same play last game as well. You get a little forehand, get the goalie coming across, go backhand. Look at that. When he plays back Cine TV to get the clicks up, he'll be looking at that clip over and over again and going, I had more time than I thought.
51.3 seconds to play in period number 1. The Penguins leading 3-0. Trying to get their first win of the season, a tie against the Middlesex Islanders earlier today. As McElmurray will battle. The Hill comes away. They'll drive up through center. Star defending here. Able to force things to the outside. Player falling down. McElmurray pressures but can't get it out, and we'll have it in tight as the net comes off again. Fagan goes to push off. That net pops off. This time it's the opposite post. And once that starts to loosen, you'll see it more and more and more. Because at this age, there's not a peg that goes the whole way into the ice. It's just a little nub on the bottom that kind of sits in a groove.
Yeah, you just chip it into the ice, and
if that groove wears out, those nets come off even easier.
Yep.
Carter's at the point, poked past and out to center by McElmurray. Kaminski able to force a player wide. And center iceman follows up with the pressure. Now off their hide behind the net. In front, and it comes off of McElmurray into the back of the net. So an own goal on the Penguins, and the Hill Academy strikes.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion down low. As I think the defensemen were kind of held off by the forwards coming a little low, thinking, you got him, no, I got him, no, you got him. And they're going to drop the puck as the Hill's making a change here with 4 seconds left on the clock, and timely goal for the Hill.
That's a tough one. Those late period goals can often be momentum swings. So see if the Penguins can carry some of this momentum through into the second period, get a little bit back. We do want to thank the Buffalo Junior Sabres for hosting this Buffalo Junior Sabre Invitational this weekend.
Oh, what a beautiful setup as we headed over to, the name is eluding me.
That place down.
The Warship.
Down there in the river net.
Down there. Yeah, it was beautiful though. We're right on the water, boats coming and going, and sitting out in the sun. And would they call that the harbor of the lake? Is that?
Yeah, it's right in it.
We're still down here in the harbor center.
Yeah, it's a
location.
lake, or it's a river technically, I believe, that comes in. But yes,
just a really nice setup, wasn't it?
Lake Erie. Oh, it's beautiful. It felt like we were at a beach resort.
I know. I felt like I was on vacation for a bit.
Yeah.
So we get that before El Nino winter wonderland rolls in a few months here as the
this
Bills Mafia will be ready to go. Yeah.
And what, like,
you remember
3
those
weeks?
clips last year of the Bills coming back from a road trip as they had to play a game, I think in Minnesota of all places, because Buffalo was completely covered in snow. And the players are driving out of the parking lot after returning from that game with literally 12 feet of snow on top of their cars still.
Yeah.
Which is a wild scene as they get dumped on up here with lake effect weather pretty relentlessly.
Absolute insanity.
I can't wait for football to get going. I know you're a big Pitt guy.
Yeah, they have
College
tomorrow
ball.
against Wofford as here comes Paris in, setting up real. And there it is, the real deal. Jack Real putting some fries on his sandwiches. That's a Pittsburgh goal.
Great feed by Paris right there as he just, you just wait for that defenseman to go to you, right? Invite a little bit of pressure. As soon as he kicks his stick out of that passing lane, Real makes himself available in a lane, and it's a bang-bang play. Nicely executed 2-on-1 goal.
As the puck, I think, ends up in the in-between there, in between the benches. You spend a little bit of time there on the Penguins broadcast.
Yeah, it's a great spot to be. It's like you're playing. It's like you're playing the game. So, a lot of fun down there doing that job. Being up here in this booth, we're right on top of the action here at the Harbor Center.
As Filiaggi dumps it in. Evans in to get it. Chopped out by Armstrong in front. Evans to Filiaggi, and his shot rolls off the goalie. Like a bit of a change up there. As Filiaggi just had to kind of roll off the stick weird and low and almost froze the goalie for a goal there. As Armstrong heavy up on the pressure. Just hounding the puck there. And able to force the turnover. Here's Julius with it. Looking for Evans. Able to kind of weirdly get it with the backhand and find Filiaggi. It's like almost like a prayer there as Evans gets to it. He's bumped but gets control. Maintains control and just nobody on that side of the ice as the puck pops free. Dumped in by Hill Academy. Penguins leading 4-1 here as Jake Starr pressures to the corner. Now Armstrong back up again. Forces it deep. Evans in. And pressure forces the turnover. Armstrong couldn't quite get control. Now it'll be McElmurray.
Oh, we're going to offside.
That'll be an offside play there. And we're going to see a little bit of this too. I hate it personally. We're starting to see the players want to change over the boards, which takes about 11 seconds longer by the time they jump onto the ice. Maybe the door's not working. I don't know. But we see them all in the middle of the ice. Maybe they're trying to change the forwards more on a defensive posture, getting on the defensive side, but they're all jumping over the boards.
Oh, that's a nice little play right there.
McFall trying to read that goalie going one way, fires it back the other, just misses.
Yeah, just a little stutter step, too, to free himself up there.
As McElmurray tries to get one the other way this time, finding the chest on the backhander. I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, we want to let AJ Moore know we're thinking of him. He was injured earlier in a game for Little Caesars. And I know he's getting some tests and things run. AJ, we are thinking of you and wishing you well.
I did not see the...
That
is a massive hit on Cash.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not... He's a little... That was a big hit.
Starr puts it in. That could have been an offside.
Yep.
But they'll let it go. As Hartman's up on the forecheck. McElmurray will get control. Penguins pressure here, forcing yet another turnover. Stepping in, Hartman. Starr following on. Jake Starr, one on the team there. And a stick breaks, and a kid's playing with a broken stick. That could have been. And he threw it at the puck carrier. He threw the stick at the puck carrier. No call.
And that net again.
As the net does come off this time in the Hill end. That was odd. The stick broke. I don't think the kid realized it at first. He was playing with it in front, realizes it's broken, and threw it at the stick carrier.
And the goalie was watching what was going on, and they almost scored on a errant puck towards the net. Some big collisions on that shift as Cash ran over there. Good to see him get up and get back into the play.
It'll be Shub unable to get a stick on it. And The Hill able to fire it out through center all the way down. No icing here. Won't be far enough. Cloutier fires one all the way through the crease. Defended by Fagan. Down low for a shot short side off the outside of iron. We heard that go ding, even through the headsets. Ofterhide takes a hit to make a play. Gonna come over to Shub. Now Paris. Off of a Hill player, but picked right off by their defense as they gain the zone. Paris there to pressure and force a dump in. It'll be Kaminsky back to get it. He leaves it, nobody there. Gostick now to the corner. He'll play it up the wall looking for Paris.
He's gone.
Who's just a man among boys right now as he gets through. Ducks to the middle. Looks to feed it backside for Shub and a sprawling save.
Great job by Paris to bull his way up the wall. Just little pokes of the puck. Has those legs churning. Big man rolling. And who was that? Shuby trying to catch up in the play there to make that a 2-on-1. And it's a really good individual strong effort up the wall.
As Real fires it all the way across. Here's Merlot to the puck. Down low for Filiaggi. Filiaggi controlling along the board, stopping and starting. Cutting to the middle, he'll fire one off the goaltender. Here's Real, back to Julius. Julius, down low to Real. Real cuts the middle, going for it. Backhand, trying to pull it back to his forehand. Filiaggi will follow on. Good puck support there. Fakes one way, goes back to it to Carter. He'll carry it around behind and look for the fine wine. Merlot at the point, now Carter. Carter in front. Real will spin it to the cage. And a little whirly derby there as the real deal Jack Real says, just tap it in, Happy. That gives the Pens a 5-1 lead.
Real, he scores in bunches, doesn't he? When he gets hot.
Yes.
Look out.
And we have a goaltender change here. The Hill Academy switching up netminders as 29 comes out and 23. That's a different goalie number. 23 comes in. McElmurray uses the skate to kick it back. When it's picked off by the Hill Academy, rimmed around for Starr. Up the wall it comes.
2.
That's McElmurray. Evans driving. Evans just couldn't get to the rebound. It's tied up nicely.
It was a good shot by Cash there, hoping something would pop loose, and it did a little bit. I think if Evans was a righty in that situation, he could have maybe reached in and disrupted a little bit more with a man all over his back.
As McElmurray will kick it back, Evans will get into pressure. Down goes a Hill player as it's popped forward. Hill gets to it and able to get it up to center. Evans on the back pressure, able to get it to Villela. Villela has it turned over at the blue line. Chance here for the Hill Academy, turned back by Starr. McElmurray, now Starr. Starr couldn't quite get it across. McElmurray will get it all the way out to center. Twisting with it in their own end. As Evans pressures. Now McElmurray. He's dumped on the play. And Hill will fire it all the way up. Pens changing, so no icing. It'll be Kaminsky back for the puck. Pressured immediately. He's able to tie things up all the way to the corner. 2-on-2 battle there. McElmurray comes in. We got an arm race for what?
I think McElmurray roughing. They throw these roughing calls out like candy.
I'm not sure I get that call.
He hit a guy in a schmozzle of players.
Yeah, there were about 4 hits going into that one.
And it wasn't like...
It wasn't charging or anything. He was
like,
kind of standing still.
It wasn't like super mean.
Huh. All right.
Well.
Roughing the call nonetheless. They'll have 90 seconds of penalty kill time. There's 9:01 to go in the second period. And the Penguins head to the penalty kill. They got plenty of practice in the first game with 5 penalty kills. They were 4 of 5 on the PK. Hill Academy setting up their man advantage here. You can see that it's a designed man advantage.
Yeah, they got some great movement, don't they? D-man or weak side flank guy running down to the back door and kind of rotation around the top. They look pretty organized here early on a power play look.
8:44 to play in the second period. Zeke Fagan adjusts his equipment a bit. Maybe buying a little time for his penalty killers. Those penalty killers right now are Hartman, McFall, Ofteride, and Kaminsky. As it's sent in on Fagan, he's able to get the glove on it. And we get a whistle.
Oh, he's got him.
McFall able to deflect the puck. Can he get free? He will. Hounded as he gets the shot. Good save with the pad there. As Hill Academy comes in, McFall bumps him, able to keep control up to the point. Trying to go back to it. Hartman disrupts. Can McFall get free again? Seven was trying to submarine him there. He read it well. As McFall dumped on the play, and we're going to get that could be a slew foot. As he ties him up and throws him down.
He hit his head pretty hard on the ice.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not sure how tied up they were. If he got that leg in behind, it's dangerous. I don't know if he did. We'll see it here on the replay. No, he didn't really have the leg in behind.
Powered him down.
Yeah, just really kind of powered him to the ground.
It looked like McFall just trying to hold his ground, trying to be strong in that battle as he tried to force his body through on that play, and almost like the guy had just had him. It was like an arm wrestling match over the top, right? Like, you know your arm's going to go down, and you're just trying to hang on, and it just gave out.
As we'll play 4-on-4 for another 17 seconds here. Merlot chops it off a Hill player into the netting. We'll have a defensive zone face-off. It'll be Gostick to take the face-off. He won it like off the referee, so it ties things up a little bit. The Penn's able to clear.
Oh, Gostick. That was ugly.
Yeah, buries a kid a couple feet away from the bench. He's up and seems to be okay. Let's hope so.
Ooh.
As it's rodeo here a bit as another play, as it will be an icing here.
Nope.
No icing.
It off.
How's that not icing?
I think he had a brain cramp.
Yeah, I don't know why that would not have been icing. No icing, though, so we play on as that one's lofted into
some pretty
the penalty box.
Massive hits by Gostick right there. McFall has got his stick in his hand on the bench now, and see if he could get back in line here. But Gostick blasted a kid in front of their bench who went in awkwardly as he was just the perfect distance away from the boards for trouble to happen, and the intensity's kind of picked up here physically, hasn't it?
Villela fans on a shot. Here comes the Hill Academy shorthanded. Defended by Starr. When we say that, this is usually what happens. The Penguins end up with the puck back. Up comes Reel, able to chip it by and go get it himself. Looking for Carter in front. Stops behind the net. Now he's got Parrish. Just couldn't quite get it there.
It was like a one-handed little scoot pass.
7 seconds left on the power play for the Penguins, as nice little tap pass there by Villela. They'll have it in the offensive zone when the penalty expires. Parrish will pull up.
Oh, great job spinning off there. The big man is discovering he's huge.
As Reel is in front, then a shot from Carter finds the paraphernalia and is held on to.
I think this will be a big year for a lot of players, as you find yourself as a player now in contact hockey, and that physicality and how you can kind of press yourself into games a little bit. how that can kind of build for you possibly, and see some players take on a little different look a little bit maybe, right, Jer?
Yeah, a little takeaway there by Evans. Yeah, 100%.
good.
The hitting's going to, as it's backside
Oh!
fed, Filiaggi to Evans. It just goes over his stick or under his stick or something. And Evans right back on the back check. And it comes out through center. Scoring chance at one end, then breaking up a play at the other. 5:50 to go in the period. It'll be kept at the line here by Kaminsky. We dumped in behind. Forecheck coming. Bump there by Armstrong, able to dislodge the puck. Filiaggi almost able to get control.
Oh, good
Now it's
try.
fired all the way up. It's just outside of the reach. There's no way that kid slows. I mean, we had a clear icing in one end, and then that kid's just like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it go over the line, and they call it anyway. Icing will be the call, though. It'll come back to the Pens' end. After a little ice baby.
Was this Hill Academy has like 10 players on their team. Look at their bench. They're like nobody.
Fewer players than we have forwards.
They have 4D.
And it's another icing.
They have a total of 4D and 8 forwards.
They actually have one more forward who's not playing in this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. He was suspended for the hit on A.J. Moore in the last game.
Which, I'm not sure. I didn't see the hit, so maybe I shouldn't comment. But just a dangerous hit with the gate open, which caught him.
And that's it. The gate was open, which yeah, that's always dangerous. It's one of the things you've heard me in the past. Is the door's open, somebody shut the door. It's so dangerous with that. You know.
It just is if you're not paying attention or something happens in that area. And there's players coming and going, right? But you've got to make sure when, especially now with contact.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had it as much with not being able to hit previously. You didn't have kids getting hit in those areas. Now you will. So as Julius tries to get it up and out the center. Nice play there by McFall to do so as he knocks down a pair. It's like bowling out there for McFall. It's a little sauce from Hartman to the stick of McElmurray. Just couldn't finish. Just in front, McFall trying to jam one through. He's got it again. Winding, firing, and finding the cage. McFall like a Tasmanian devil out there. I don't believe he's actually Tasmanian in nationality, though, Colby. Nor is he a devil.
I mean, that's a massive recruiting job by the Penguins if they got the Tasmanian nightmare McFall out of Tasmania.
As we'll have an offside play at the line.
What's the dollar translation from Tasmanian to American
I don't
to
know.
play here at the Penguins?
What's the currency? Like
The currency.
Dragoons? Maybe somebody
Amazing
will tell
our
us.
scouting department here at Pens Elite as we found McFall, a traditional Tasmanian name.
Maybe somebody will tell us on the group chat. Remember to follow us if you're listening to this shenanigans.
50% of our viewers are from Tasmania.
If you're following us or watching this game, in any way, shape, or form can hear my voice, make sure you click the subscribe button below.
Yeah, we got to hit that. How's the merch?
I
know
we
it's
do have
early.
merch. It's early in the year. We may need some custom merch, maybe. Like a Tasmanian devil. As a player goes flying over Fegan. Back comes Gostick through center. And he'll finish a hit. On comes Shuba. 3-on-1 develops. Shub to Paris. Paris looking back in front. Shub driving. And in front, a heavy cross check. That's maybe being called.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Gostick did a celly. Is there a goal? Did they score?
They're going to say no goal, I think. And they're going to put the net back on. But is there a penalty, perhaps?
I didn't know what happened.
Gostick got hammered in front of the net.
I saw Gostick celebrating, though. I thought did he think the puck went in?
Either he thought the puck
or was
went
it
in,
the hit? His
or
big
he thought
hit?
he was getting a power play, I think.
What's cooler at this age right now, scoring or hitting someone?
Hopefully scoring.
I got a lot of questions.
That's Kaminsky hammers one.
Carter almost with the high tip a la Joe Pavelski on that play.
Off-der-Idol will send it up just past the reach of Carter. Carter will pressure. Tying a player up in behind. Nice job. Filiaggi follows on in support. Good support there as it just knocked away. Pulling up. Darting in. And sending it across is Real. It'll come out. There is a Hill player as Real pressures. It'll come out of the zone, but it'll be an offside play. As the Pens head back in. 2:36 to go. Filiaggi to take the face off. Carter gets hit and absolutely buries the Hill defenseman. Glove
Too
down
strong.
by Merlot.
Too strong, he says.
As Filiaggi has it go in on net. They tie things up. The referees blow whistles and separate the combatants.
Much more physical than last game, eh?
Much more. Much more physical. Colby, you weren't on the last name when we made the announcement. Cine TV is now the official broadcast network of not only these 2010s and the 2011s as in the past, but also the 2009s and the 2012 Pens Elite.
So two more. I mean, what does that mean for advertising dollars? They got to be going through the roof.
I mean, anybody interested in that can email us info@cinetv.com.
How is the sales team handling that surge?
Hopefully we're going to see a surge in that merchandise sales.
Yeah.
As we do have some Cine TV merchandise at cinetv.com.
Yeah, get it. Quarter zips, Q zips, hats.
The beanie. The
beanie
big
is
seller.
massive.
And if you catch us at one of the games, you can get
the hoodie. The hoodies are classic. I got a hoodie.
Yes, the hoodies. I'm a quarter zip guy myself.
I'm a big Q zip, dad style.
But also, Cine TV pucks that you can get live at games.
Pucks?
Pucks. Commemorative Cine TV pucks. Our merchandise team says they are going to be a hot item.
Yeah, put it on your desk.
Nick
put it
Parrish.
in your office. Stocking stuffer, Chris Merlot. Who, congratulations, Chris took down another award from last year's work in the camera guy department. It's a big department of area of expertise. But once again, Chris takes down the award. Ooh,
That's
nice.
Evans with a tricky shot.
Looked like Bedard.
Well,
dang. A little toe drag. What do they call it?
As Evans steps up and lays a
heard
shoulder.
That.
You heard that one. As Armstrong fires one, looking
I think
for a
he had
deflection.
Cam.
He was looking for the McElmurray deflection there, I think.
He had Cam a little bit through that seam.
Oh, Evans is going to head off here.
Oh. Uh-oh, this kid seems
on
to
a
be,
roughing call.
Somebody's really hurt here. Is he cut? I saw it was a weird collision where McElmurray fell. Maybe just some crazy physicality in this game, though, as another Hill player limps off the ice. Weird, McElmurray kind of fell into his feet.
Pens led to the penalty kill as Evans goes off for that weird roughing again. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's just like, they don't know what to do.
It's like, oh, there's somebody hit
like,
him and we want to call that hit. So we're going to call roughing.
That looked mean.
Like,
I thought it was I thought it was like a youth hockey call.
Like, yeah, I knew this was a body check. But yeah, I don't know. As Fagan will cover that one up. He'll need to be and we get a pushing and shoving in front of the net yet again. And we got it, and here they got to do something. It's the second time he's taken somebody down well after the whistle. Is Six going to have a seat? They're going to put two players in. It looks like Hartman will join Evans. But Six gets, so Evans gets a rough down here, and Six just clotheslined Hartman behind the net, or Villela perhaps behind the net, nothing called.
Just chuck out that made-up roughing thing.
Yeah, how is that not roughing 30 seconds after the whistle? Like a clothesline behind the cage. On a power play yet. Like, on the power play, it's a defenseman on top of it, so I would think that faceoff should have come out of the zone. A defenseman going down behind the net to clothesline a player. The faceoff stays in the zone. Hartman sits, as does one Hill player, so coincidental minors. A minute left on the Evans penalty. Shot comes off, but you do like to see the Penguins kids standing up for each other here. Early in the season, we've seen Gostick lay a couple big hits.
Couple boomers. There's been some boomers in this game, there's no question.
Also this year, Colby, this team and every 2010 team for the first time at the Bantam minor level will have a national championship to compete for at the end of the season.
Yeah.
All the regional winners. So at Mid-Ams, where the Penguins will face local regional teams from around Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia. They will face those teams for the right to go to Plymouth, Michigan and play in a national championship game, or a national championship tournament against the other 11 regions in USA Hockey. So moving that national championship up, giving a little bit of something to play for here at the end of the year.
Now, how do you qualify for that in your region?
You have to you have to qualify for Mid-Ams in the region. Mid-Ams will be hosted in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Lemieux Center. And then the Mid-Am tournament winner will advance to play in the national tournament in Plymouth, Michigan in mid-April. So this season may last a very long time for the national qualifiers. Mid-Ams will be towards the middle of March, I believe. As it's dumped in behind, here's Ofterhide back to get it. Rimmed up the wall for Gostick. Gostick bumped on the play but breaks free. Overtaken by a good back check there. 24 seconds left on the Evans minor. The infamous rough. You know, last year you would get so acquitted that, what was it, the trip? Was it tripping that they called
the classic, the
every
highest
8
percentage
second
call ever.
Yes, as nice job by Fagan there to get the first shot and then maintain position, get to the top of that crease. Look where he covered that puck, Colby. Able to get position, get pushed back out top to cut down the angle for that rebound and have it hit him right in the chest.
We've seen Zeke throw out the poke check already. He's held his ground solid on Cloutier that's come in on him and went up over top of him on a bang-bang play in front. And he's been very minimalist with his movement, hasn't he? He's been out at the top and just sitting solid and good technical positioning as the net seems to be bouncing around. It's that same net. You mentioned it.
Evans is out of the box and disrupt, able to knock the puck out the center. Jack Reel up on the forecheck.
We should be even here. Yeah, we sorted it out.
Evans came in, played in the defensive zone, then went quick for a change for Paris. As a rolling puck comes through, Merlot defends. Now Julius kind of pulling it around. Here comes Carter. Carter was looking for Paris, will be chopped into the Penguin zone, though, by Hill. Around Starr, and a great back check there. Stick on puck by Paris to disrupt everything. Here's Ofterhide. Saucing
nice.
it.
He gone.
That's a little Alfredo to Paris. In on the backhand, and a drive up high is cut down.
We're going to get the big man driving across the paint in that situation. And if you want to stop him, you better be a lumberjack and come chopping. But the Eiffel Tower doesn't go down so easy. A big strongman play I'd like to see him make in that situation, though. Taking it across the paint. Get that big leg out there and drive out across and take it to that hard area. Good play by Ofterheide on that little area pass. And Harris came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Flying.
Just right underneath. And now you see him, now you don't.
There was a shot by Ofterheide that time that was covered up. As they'll shoot it again. This time it's blocked up into the defenseman. And cleared by Hill Academy. Here's Starr. Third period action here. 5-1 Penguins leading. As Paris will drive in. Chop that. Ofterheide has it go off the defenseman. Come out the center. Armstrong, good back pressure, able to free things up here. Starr cutting across. Takes some contact. They'll dump it in.
Nope.
I'd like to see that either dumped sooner or moved up to the forwards there.
Yeah, just a little quicker. Keep the speed, keep the transition.
Yeah, he kind of carried to the blue line. All the forwards were stopped, and then we threw it in. I'm sure that's something they may look at in film. As Cloutier jumps in. It's knocked off of his stick. It'll be Julius in behind. He'll take a bump, getting it to Armstrong. Armstrong up to Evans. Evans 1-on-2 here. As they change behind him.
1-on-4 as he's also fighting the puck.
Yeah, he's able to get it deep to Filiaggi, though. They battle.
I think him and Armstrong are
end of a shift here.
They're surviving. Oxygen tanks are tapped out.
Merlot to
but
Evans.
They're going to go, we can do it. We got one more.
Evans over to Armstrong. Armstrong firing one. Evans in the corner. Up. Able to keep it in at the point. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong knocked off the puck with Filiaggi following on. Filiaggi will dart in, firing one down low, knocked heavy on the play. As Merlot keeps it in front for Filiaggi, and he's robbed.
Oh, what a save. Did he save that?
He did.
That's one of those saves where you're like, what?
Holy cow, what a save. I don't know what he got, arm or glove or.
It looked like it right his glove, I think. Just absolutely stretched and sprawled right out.
Good compete level there from the goaltender as McElmurray is tied up on the draw. He'll be tossed around behind. Good organized breakout there by the Hill Academy. It'll come off of a player to the corner for Ofterheide. He's pinned against the wall. McElmurray gets to it, up the wall, to the point. Hartman pressures and forces the turnover. Here's McElmurray, up for McFall. It just misses him. It'll come in on the goaltender. And it'll be a face-off coming in the Hill Academy zone. '96 McElmurray. Darting across comes the Hill Academy from one side to the other. They'll dump it in and take a hit from McElmurray. Starr up for Hartman. Hartman looking for McElmurray. Ooh, it's picked off. And playing a little jump rope there at the line is Turner. They'll dump it in for Julius and then hammer him as it's rimmed around. Starr couldn't quite chop it out. Shot on towards the net and just wide. Here's McFall coming free.
Heads up.
Oh, he gets crunched. But he stays right in the battle. As out comes the Hill. They'll dump it in behind Fagan, who jumps out to set things up. Here's Merlot, reversing for his partner, Kaminsky. Kaminsky and Gostick. Gostick all the way across looking for Merlot. Good cutoff. And back comes the Hill. Shot goes high and up and over.
What's this one going to be? Trip.
This will be a trip on Gostick.
I thought he was going to make a ghost hit. So it looked like Gostick was trying to crush him, but I think just maybe got a piece of him. Did they clip feet? Yeah,
I think he clipped his foot, yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, it's the call. So we move on and get a penalty kill here. Gostick in the box. Looks like it'll be Paris and Shuby. Here's Kaminsky with it.
Good play by Brennan. Just those little outlet bumps. You can see what it does, right? It's all kinds of time.
As Paris comes free, shorthanded. Hill shooting, almost handcuffed the netminder. Good shorthanded
Paris
chance.
is flying.
Both games so far.
Yep.
As the Hill tries to set up their power play, the Pens have killed 30 seconds of the Gostick penalty. And Paris being so disruptive.
Even audibly.
With a little beaver slap there.
He was trying to scramble his brains with beaver tail slaps.
Oh, it picks off. I thought he was gone.
I thought he was gone too.
We'll have an offside play at the line. Carter and Reel on the PK here with 39 seconds left on the Hill man advantage. Here's Starr and Ofterhide. Carter up to the forecheck. Sauced across. We'll tap across. Here's, Carter just falls down on the play. He lost an edge as he went to turn. Starr uses the body to protect. I like how he kept that puck on the opposite side of where the pressure was. Here's Ofterhide. Trying to chip it out, just rolling puck. He didn't quite get under it. Penalty over to Gostick as it goes off of a player at the bench. We'll get a face-off in the Penguins' end. With 7:50 to play, they lead 5-1, getting goals on the first two shifts of this one. A hot start for the Penguins. As out they come, darting to the middle. A shot comes in, Fagan gets control. It'll be another draw. CityTV.com. Get your merchandise. And remember to click subscribe below. Over 1,400 subscribers here, Colby, as we take over the youth hockey market for streaming. It'll be dumped in, and it'll be icing as it did not gain the line.
I mean, that's huge news, adding two more teams?
Two more teams, the 12s and 9s.
Including the 11s already on board, I believe, right? So 4 teams on City TV. Unbelievable. Magical.
Luca Filiaggi leans over the dot. Supported by Evans, who brings it out. Sends it to Julius. It's between his legs. He'll retreat, and Merlot will get control. Merlot to Julius. Julius will go up the wall looking for Armstrong. He's tied up on the play, and Filiaggi just kind of puts it back into him. And again, after the whistle, we get a trip. It's the same kid every time. None of that roughing, though. It'll be a face-off outside the Penguin line here. As it's dumped into the Penguins, and Merlot will go back to get it. He's pressured immediately as Hill Academy plays takeaway. Off the stick of Filiaggi. Julius and Filiaggi collide with each other almost.
Good job by Luca.
Great job to escape free.
Oh!
And there he's hammered up high.
He does get him really high.
As
Luca.
Evans will get control. Filiaggi gets to the bench. Zeke Fagan gets off for the Pens. McElmurray gets control. He's run on the play. Luca kind of was low on the play, and the kid came up high on him.
Yeah, he finished him pretty hard up high, and I know Luca was trying to worm by him down low along the wall, but be interesting to see the call here.
Head contact call. So I believe that comes with a 10-minute misconduct. So they're going to have to put another player in the box. An already short bench, as you mentioned. And that'll be the game for number 6.
He was hunting it a little bit all game, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
Very
he
big
was looking for
physical
one.
player, and he was involved in a lot of the big hits a little bit on both sides here.
Yeah. So a minute and 30 for head contact, and then he'll get another, 8 minute. So basically ending his game.
Right through. Oh,
It's Kaminsky and Ofterhide play catch.
no.
Across for Hartman. He's tangled up on the play, tries to get it down low for McFall. McFall will dig it out. Down low, McElmurray
what a
across
play.
for
What a
Kaminsky.
save.
I think that's in the net. I mean, he's almost all in the net.
Kaminsky's scored. What a read by
I think
Kaminsky to get down to
that's
the
in
back
the goal.
door. Look at Kaminsky. He's going
He's
nuts.
going
Give it to him.
banana lands.
Give it to the
He's in the net when he catches it. That's a goal. I don't know
fridge.
what they'll call.
The
No goal.
fridge.
No goal.
Oh, they ripped off the fridge. Or did he do a roughing call again? I don't know. What a great play, though, and a great read by Kaminsky on this power play to hunt down that backdoor area. And great execution. Bing, bang, boom. And
McFall to McElmurray. McElmurray across to Kaminsky.
yeah, just a really nicely executed play. And a great job as Kaminsky just kind of snuck down to that backdoor soft spot for that play to happen.
Up here's McFall. Up for McElmurray. McElmurray.
Uh-oh, here comes
Up
a big
here's
fridge.
Kaminsky again. This time tries the short side. He'll get to his own rebound as it's loose in front, but they'll blow the whistle.
Kaminsky possessed on that shift.
Power play genius, Brandon Kaminsky.
Yeah, proud of him. That looked good. The boys are all saying that's a goal.
5:11 to play. Star down to Shub. Shub off the boards to Star. Star back to Shub. They play catch. Up for Paris with a blast. Able to snap that off. Paris will take it away in the corner. All the way across. He was looking for Gostick.
Good job by Jack Gostick to kind of sit in that little spot there as well.
And Merlot with the one-timer.
You know
That's
how you
kicked
can,
out.
some of those plays can happen. You can kind of get a little antsy and close in a little too fast. Gostick kind of stayed in that little soft spot in a good position. Paris is dancing. Oh, another big save.
That's Gostick will spin it at the net. It'll come off of Shub. Now Merlot over for Paris. Paris to Gostick. He'll stop and start. Looking in front for Shuby. Shuby to the backhand. Good job setting things up to Star. Star uses Gostick like a pick. A basketball player there, Shub, who
That hit
sent
the
one all
post?
the way through. I think it hit the post behind the
I
goal.
think it hit the goalie and went back in off the post and out. This goalie's out of his mind right now.
Gostick will get control up the wall here off of Shub. It'll be icing, though. He didn't get a stick to it. 3:48 to play. We're all even here.
Some nice plays executed there. And I love that play by Shuby to kind of slow it down, entering the zone, and ends up finding its way back to him on the back door. Just some unfortunate bounces, and it doesn't go in. Some big post-to-post saves by the Hills goaltender, who's coming in relief.
And you'll see, you mentioned the merch. We got citytv.com on the chat, so go ahead and click that link. Take you right over to our website. You click on merchandise and get your Cine TV swag.
Any keychains hanging around the store?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have
Those
to look
are
at
always a
keychains.
big thing.
We should get a golf section. A lot of golfers.
All
in this
golf
Pens
would be
group.
huge. Club head covers.
Big cinnamon swirl head cover, swirly
Sleeve
nation.
of balls with your face on them.
I think you can order those. Not on there, but
Guaranteed longest drive every time. Because you just unload on that face. Wham!
more like shortest putter as it's rimmed around. for Carter.
Guaranteed not to break 90. That's right. That's right, folks. CitySwirlShop.com.
No, just citytv.com.
CityTV.com.
We'll have to see if
Get
we
your
can
sleeve of Jeremy Evans' face emblazoned golf balls, where all your hopes and dreams on the golf course will fall apart.
If you also want to play like a 32 handicap,
Impossible to read greens with these balls as when you're putting.
they just have squiggly lines all over them, so you can't line them
Brutal.
up.
It's an oblong ball.
Good to
Oh!
see Filiaggi back.
He's saying it went in. I don't think it went in.
It hit iron there.
Crossbar and out. Really good shot. Just put in the
Excellent
right spot. I've
shot.
seen him do that in practice a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, it's nice to see it in the game, and he right back into it after that hit he took. So that's good to see. And it'll be an offside play. Here comes Evans in, looking. He'll center one, looking for McElmurray. Comes off his skate. McElmurray will spin it in front off of Evans. Starr trying to get to it. He's knocked down. Here's Armstrong covering the point. He'll push one towards the cage with a wrist shot. Starr now, all the way across to Kaminsky. He'll wind and fires to flex down into the side of the cage. Armstrong tries to pull it around.
Is it on the net?
Nope, it's
No,
loose at the side
Armstrong's
of the
on the
cage.
net.
Evans
job
will
by
get
Evans.
control
What a
and
read.
fired. He almost snuck one in on the goalie, not paying it. I don't think he could see it as McElmurray in after it. Great job here by this line with puck possession as it comes free to Starr at the point. And Evans will ultimately get control at center. Over to Kaminsky. Up for Starr. Starr
Here you go.
darting in.
Evans.
He'll wind and fire off the pad. And he'll put it out the side of the goalie and the net's off.
This goalie has been nuts. Making some unbelievable desperation saves that I think he knew Starzy was going to shoot that one and just kind of threw himself into the post, hoping it wouldn't bounce off him and in. And some good chances again by the Penguins. Consecutive shifts here. As Starr took the GPS tracker off and just went rogue, roaming around the offensive zone and trying to create scoring chance for himself.
The old battle, here's Paris with it. Now Merlot as a shot comes in. The rebound kept out as, I'm not sure if Fagan got that or Hartman forced it wide. Another shot, this one blocked by Paris. Take a bump. Merlot there in support. Now it's chipped past by McFall. Off McFall in front of the Pens bench. He's dumped from behind. Toby Parrish getting in. 30 seconds left. Wheeling up, here's Hartman in front for McFall. It went off the stick of a defender. Merlot with a cross-ice feed and a one-time blast by
got
Parrish.
all of it.
And a better save. This goaltender has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
since
he's
coming
great
in.
going side to side, isn't he? That's where he's doing all his damage, just those post-to-post plays.
Oh, heavens. Merlot whacks one off of Hartman. Now off the right in deep. And that horn will indicate the end of this one. The Penguins outshoot the Hill Academy 36-18 on the unofficial clock here at the Harbor Center. The beautiful KeyBank rink at the Lecom Harbor Center. Thank you for joining us here on Cine TV as the Penguins, I guess, undefeated 1-0-1 through day one. And we'll be back in action 11 o'clock tomorrow against